Good evening, everybody. Since I've gotten a lot of requests for videos on cooking, I'm going to do one of my family's favorite, well, it's become a favorite recipe. And it's basically easy sloppy joes. Now, I'm going to make it differently than what's in my instructions, so I will try to tell you the instructions and then adjust it for you. So, just aim it towards my counter. So, okay, first we got a brown, of course, we got a brown ground beef. The recipe calls for 1 pound, but I am doing 2 pounds because last time I did only 1 pound. There was barely enough to feed everybody, and that was just me, Mom, and Jerry. But I want to make extra because I like it so much. And I can put it over rice, I can put it over pasta. Eat it however you want to. Jerry-Ann uses a keto bun. Mom and I use regular buns. I don't have any hot dog buns today because I forgot to order them. So Mom and I will have it with hot dog buns or hoagie buns. See what I've got over on my counter. So I'm just going to break it up. Excuse me. You can break it up with a regular spatula if you choose to. But since most of my cookware does not exactly like metal tools, even though I do have a wooden spatula made out of bamboo. But I have these little devices that really do a great job of breaking up the burger. And I have one, oops, make sure I don't spill, it looks like that. And then I have another one that just looks like a giant X. And they're great for breaking up hamburger meat when you're trying to make homemade chili or hamburger helper or any other dish that asks for ground beef. Now I'm done breaking up pretty much. Alright, we'll come back to this one. It is browned. While the ground beef was starting to cook, a lot of people look at the fat drippings off of that ground beef and go, oh, I'm going to pour that off. I don't actually always pour it off. It depends on my recipe. But this recipe, the fats that have rendered will actually help make the flavoring. At least that's my opinion. Still see a lot of red, but as long as I pour it and mix and keep it cooking. I'll turn that up to high. I only had it on medium for some reason. But while that is cooking down, we're going to take a small medium. Actually, that looks like that should be the perfect size. So the flour is not until after the meat cooks down, but the other ingredients, let's see here. Come on. Put one of my measuring devices together. So it basically says in a small bowl to add, and we're going to add double, but we need, okay. It says for 3 tablespoons, but it's going to be 6 tablespoons. I don't know. Nope, teaspoons, not table. So where is mine? Okay. Excuse me for a second. If you're wondering what I'm drinking, it's actually tea with honey to help my throat. So let's see here. So, nope. Wait a minute. Okay, here we go. Says for 3 brown sugar, but since I'm doubling it, it's going to be 6. As long as I don't use all my brown sugar. Yep, I'm going to have to put brown sugar on my grocery list. And this is actually not real brown sugar. It's the artificial or stevia version of brown sugar. Ew, I might have so much liquid on here, I might have to drain it. And I'll show you a trick of mine for draining grease out of your dish without risking losing a lot of your meat content to the old-fashioned tilt and drain. And to do that, I might have to move my camera to the other side of me. Sometimes the fats and whatnot from the meat will reconstitute itself inside the meat once it gets to a certain cook point. Alright, so let's see here. Worcestershire. 2 teaspoons. So oh, hopefully that doesn't get too loud. Hopefully you can still hear me. 2. Okay. 1 cup worth of ketchup. That's what I wanted this exact for. Okay. Just 1 full cup goes all the way down. This is going to be fun. To that way. Less of a mess this way. I just hope I have enough in this container. Otherwise, I might be having problems with my recipe. Let's see if I have any more in the storage. all that yummy ketchup in it. Minced onion, 2 tablespoons. Okay. And then it calls for half a cup of water, but we're going to do 1 full cup. One full cup into the liquid mixture. Set that aside for a second because now I have to sprinkle a bunch of flour. That looks about the right level. My water towel. And then you just mix this up. It says basically 1 tablespoon of flour. I put probably about 2 tablespoons in since the recipe is doubled. Where's my whisk? Whisk your other stuff together so it mixes quite well. Okay. Pour this in on top of this. Try to get as much of a goodness out of the bowl as part of your seasoning. Try to get your meat. Now, if it gets too liquidy or too, like say it's not enough liquid, you add a little bit more of the ketchup from Worcestershire. If it's too liquidy, you can throw a little bit of the flour on there. Now it says to cover, put it on simmer, and let it sit for 30 minutes. And then a stir occasionally. Alexa, put a 30-minute timer on.
30 minutes, starting now.
Alrighty. Alright. Now normally if I was working at my normal job, I wouldn't have this on. I would have an actual ball cap on. And I'm hoping they'll let me keep this if I can find a way to cover it. Because I'm not going to have a full beard, I'm just going to have a goatee. If they say something to me about it, I'll talk to them and see what we can where we can compromise. So I will be back when it's all done. Until then. Okay, my timer just went off and sorry. Let's check the way it looks. Oh, it looks just right. I'm gonna let the condensation off my lid. Give it a final stir. Oh, that looks perfect. Put this over here to be washed. I'm gonna temporarily move you to the other side of my counter. Can't talk. Words and I have not been friends lately. Oops. So, what I do next is take one of my serving bowls. Oh, can't see what I'm doing. That's bad of me. And voila. Sloppy Joe's. Serve it on whatever you want. Rice, burger buns, hamburger buns, whatever you have. But bon appetit. Alrighty, that's the end of my cooking video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you want the recipe, just let me know. And I'll either try to put it in the text box or community box. We'll see what happens. But hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, you know what to do on the bottom. Have a good night. Bye.